Well done again, both of you. How special is it to be having another shot at a Grand Slam title on Saturday night? Rohan and then Matt.
Extremely special. Thank you, Nicola. It's amazing to be back in another Grand Slam final and a different Grand Slam. Especially, I think, I know for Matt it's definitely the home Grand Slam. For me also, I consider this a lot to be the home Grand Slam, coming from the Asian continent. And I think the matchup today was tough. The guys, really made us work through every single point, every single game. And I think Matt and me held strong, in more than once out there. And the guys, even when I served for the match, we were expecting big returns. And, unfortunately, I got broken there. We had next game, we had, 3 match points. And credit to Zhang, the way he played. There's one match point where he hit, I think, 200 plus on the serve, and Matt got the return back. And that one forehand went so fast past me before I even could move the racket, it was gone. So, but I think overall the experience of playing together and I think helped us come through that super tiebreak there for sure.
Another slam final here. It's match by match. That's what we've learned even the last few months. Lots of finals, and then we won some to win some titles, and we lost a few too. So we know just to think of it as one more match and just go through there and fight for one more match at a time. So I'm really not going to do anything other than that. I'm not looking too far ahead than just another tough match on Saturday, but of course very happy and excited at the same time.
Scott.
Matt, you had the experience 2 years ago, obviously reaching the final. Just what would it mean to your whole career to get the chance to win a home slam?
Definitely. I've been lucky to have won this tournament in mixed doubles some years back, so I know what that feels like, and I'll count that a blessing for sure. And of course, the plan is to win it here, this one, and hopefully many more. But you never know what goes on, what happens, and we lost a final a few months back, so, and a couple of years ago. So, I know what that's like to lose as well. I know what it's like to win Wimbledon and to win here in Aussie and mixed, and Bops has won in the French before. And, these are the matches you want to be playing and competing for. So, whatever happens, I'm happy to be out there competing for Grand Slam titles. That's, we're doing a lot of all the right things, and with each other and our partners and our, coaches and teams and stuff. It's excellent. It's where we want to be playing our tennis and, giving ourselves the chance to win all these big tournaments.
What are your recollections of 2013? That was a long time
2013, with Jamila, it was a little bit more of a surprise. The mixed doubles, but with a fellow Aussie was fun. And I think looking back, we played, 9 out of 10 of the players we beat were Grand Slam champions themselves in doubles or mixed or whatever. So it was a bit of a surprise package, but we knew we were good players, but we didn't know we were maybe that good just yet. And to win that one together back then was pretty special. And then to follow it up with a lot more doubles now this last couple of years, for me it's been a really fast and fun transition into full-time doubles, and I'm really enjoying it.
Craig.
Rod, it's been 24 hours now. Has the whole #1 aspect sunk in?
To be honest, it is still sinking in. Though I had a lot of messages, a lot of love which came in, But obviously, the first and foremost was for me to get ready and be ready for playing the semifinals match. And I think once the tournament is fully done and I have a couple of weeks at home at least, I think I can really, relive that moment. But of course, very, very proud to, be in this position and be ranked as the #1 player in the world.
For either of you, just a couple of veterans, I think it's your 5th slam together. Can you just give us a bit of a snapshot as to how you formed your team and how you connect both on the court and off the court, and how you two came together?
I think go back just over 12 months. I think in about November 2022, we were both, looking for partners at the end of the season for the new year, for last year, and we were both sort of, pretty highly ranked. So we were one of the, two people that were pretty highly ranked that could join up that didn't have a partnership, because, most guys in the top 30 already have a partnership. So, and they keep playing, following years. It's only rare that a couple teams here and there maybe split or one retires or something, that someone becomes available. So, yeah, we knew we each became available, and we talked about it, and we thought it could work. Like, he plays on the juice side, I've been playing on the ad, so that immediately was a good fit. And then also we've known each other, I think, more than 15 years ago. I remember Bob's played Hopman Cup once in Perth, in my hometown, and I think I practiced with him. He played with Sanya Mirza there, and I was training and coming up playing Futures Challenges and whatever. And yeah, we practiced together way back then. And, we've seen each other on the tour all the years while I was playing singles and he was playing doubles. And then more and more, I suppose, when I've, became transitioned to doubles the last few years. So it was easy to start, let's say, and to have a go and see if it worked. But then, first couple of tournaments we played, we lost. And but like we said before, we each had the experience and I think the maturity to, at least give it a good few months and work at it and make it work. I think a lot of guys maybe, lose a couple of times and think, oh, this doesn't work, and then they quickly want to change. So we, stuck with it. We believed in ourselves and each other, what we could do, and just kept persevering with it.
This is for both of you, about communication again. You were serving for the match, then the threes match points with his serve. And what is going through when you're, at the change of ends? Do you all talk? Do you all communicate at that point, or do you all prefer to just do your own thing? And how does that work?
I think the key is to keep communicating. It does help and does make a difference. Of course, you want to win that game and close it out there, but then it doesn't always go to plan. So that's when I think it is important to keep each other positive and keep pushing each other. And I think Matt came and spoke to me there at that changeover, and he kept me positive there. And the very next game we ended up getting quickly into match point, and I think credit to them in that game. But having said that, I think earlier in Zhang's serve as well, we had a chance to break him and go double break up. And these matches like this, sometimes it is important. But I don't think we really had a definite play in one of those points that we could go back, look at it, and say we should have done something better. I think we did the right things, and a lot of credit goes to them for their coming back in that third set.
Matt, do you know can you speak any words in Hindi? And Rohan, is there any Aussie slang that you may have picked up? Just
Hey, mate.
I
It's not a slang.
I learned something last year. I was meant to come to India for some league and exhibitions, and unfortunately injured my ankle at Davis Cup and couldn't make it. But I learned Aja Madan Main. I think it means see you on the court or something.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he really meant. He said Aja Maidan Mein. But yeah, so exactly, there you go.
Close, right?
Yeah,
Close.
It means come on the court.
See you on the court. Come on the court, yeah. So
there you go. But I think more than slang, an Australian is South African, so I should be learning some Afrikaans maybe from him. Yeah.
We can teach you some Aussie slang. I think you'll be coming here long enough.
Nick?
Rohan, I don't know how much the Olympics are on your minds this year, and sort of speaking of, how would you go about looking for a successful partner both in doubles and mixed?
I'm definitely looking forward, to play in Paris, and mix is definitely out of the question. There is no girl ranked high enough for me to even get in there, unless maybe Sanya has a protected ranking and she's coming back. But there is no one ranked high enough. So mixed, there is no Indian team going there.
If you're top 10, no.
No, you can't choose if you're top 10 for mixed doubles. You can choose only for men's doubles, and we have a good bunch of guys ranked from the 60s to 140, almost 10 guys in the ranking in India right now who are playing full-time doubles. So I think there's a very good bunch of players who I can really choose from. I just need to figure out who's good at the clay court, because we're going to be playing in Roland Garros. In December, we had a great training camp with all these guys there. I organized it in Bangalore. So I really got to, spend more time with them. And, I'm helping them as well on the circuit currently with all these guys in getting a physio and coach traveling with them. I have 10 guys in part of the program. It's called the Doubles Dream of India. And I've started this program 2 years ago, and we've, with the help of a sponsor, we're sponsoring coaches and physios to travel these guys. So hence, that has really helped bring in, a lot more players pushing each other. But yeah, I still need to decide on who exactly I'll be playing with, though.
Last one.
Rohan, I saw you had a congratulatory message from Sachin Tendulkar.
Correct.
What's your relationship like with Mr. Tendulkar, and what was it like getting that message?
I think it's amazing that he's, follows tennis for a long, long time, and he was there at Wimbledon watching our match as well, and he's a dear friend. I've met him a bunch of times, had dinner with him a couple of times, and
I'm coming next time.
Yeah. No, I think so. It's always nice when you receive a congratulatory message from another legend of in a sport. So I'm really happy and thankful for that message.
Very last one.
Thank you. Matty, I want to ask, how many family do you have here? And I asked that obviously a couple of years ago. It was a really tough situation where I think the rules changed when you flew home. So are you able to reflect on how tough that was, and who have you got in your entourage this year?
Yeah, I guess so. Yes, I have my wife and I have my little baby boy who I was flying home to see be born that time. So yeah, in the second week 2 years ago, Perth started having some COVID cases and the border closed, and they wanted to put me in 2 weeks quarantine in a hotel. And the baby was due within 2 weeks of finishing here. So I was on the first flight home, went in to do hotel quarantine, got locked up in a hotel. But luckily after 7 days, the cases diminished and they let everyone out. Well, after the 7 days, they came and announced and said, from tomorrow midnight, everyone's free to go. So that was lucky, and I was there for the birth of my baby boy, and he's here with my wife. He was asleep at the creche, like 100 meters away, and he's been playing there with Bob's little baby girl as well, who's a little bit older than him, but he's loving the creche and the tennis, and my wife is there too. The rest of the family's all back home. They got to have a big tennis fix during United Cup, which was in Perth, so they got to enjoy all that. So they're not all here this year.
Thank you.
Lovely to hear that
Yeah,
you made the birth.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Cool, thanks.